Hey folks, Roland Martin here. Hey, what's happening, Roland? Well, today is the update for the week, and I've had a great week. Much like last week, a little bit of hunting, a little bit of fishing, a little bit of everything. And we're right now at the Fellsmere Outdoor Adventures. This is a big deal up by with the Stick Marsh, the famed Stick Marsh you've heard of, as well as the Headwaters Pond. And today we fished the Headwaters Pond, and the big player was the whopper plopper, and I caught an 8 1/4 pounder on the whopper plopper. What a really great deal! That was so cool. We caught over 40 bass. The other big player on the Headwaters Pond was this 4.5 hardtail grub. That was the Yamamoto lure that I like so well. I run it on 50-pound braid, big favorite rod and reel like we see here, and a big flipping stick. This happens to be the Big Sexy series. That's a really good one. And then the others are the Pro series, are really good. But anyway, we caught a lot of fish today, a lot of 3 and 4 and 5 pound fish, and it was just a great day. But that's not that. Yesterday we had almost the same day, but we didn't have an 8 1/4. We had three other big bass that were between 5 and 6 pounds. We had 5 or 6 others 4 pounds, and some 2 pounds. So we had another great day. It's spawning season. It's the full moon of March. The bass are going crazy. They're not only hitting here, but they're hitting Kenansville. They're hitting Okeechobee in the north end. They're just all over the state. This is the spawning season. It's probably the best time to fish ever. The water temperature is about almost 80 degrees. The fish are really going crazy. So you can, the thing about it, if you just want meat and potato fish, use the Senko. And I was using the Senkos today, and we had the regular. This was the big player today on just catching a lot of fish. I'm just going to take this out, and I'll show you. This is a 1/16 of an ounce little lead weight. It's a screw-in weight, and that's a 4/0 EWG hook. And that's the 5-inch black and blue Senko, and it was just almost weightless, and it comes through the grass and the hydrilla, and we caught fish after fish, and a lot of them 3 and 4 pounds. It was just as good as you can get. You just can't get a better wormtail than what you're having right now. Well, that was the last couple days, and I've done some really serious fishing, but there's hunting. Okay. I had a great day. This is my decoy. I put a little turkey fan on there, and this thing is motorized, and it turns around, and I put it out there. And what it does, what I'm doing with this decoy, is that I'm not trying to call a turkey into a hen decoy. I'm trying to call a big boss gobbler, the biggest one in the area, to fight this guy. He comes in, and he sees this thing, and now if it's the biggest turkey in the area, he'll want to kill that thing or just fight it, and that's the whole deal. So about half the time when I set up the decoy and I start calling and stuff, and I do some gobbling, I do some calling with my call, the problem is the small turkeys, the 2-year-old, 3-year-old, 2-year-old turkeys, they run away. But I take this big box call, and this is the one I make. This is my Roland Martin Signature Series. I sell them for $200, and it's really good. You look on my website, you'll see them that they're available. Anyway, listen to this. That's a cut. That really gets them going. Then I'll throw in a gobble or two. Well, I'm sorry. I'll gobble, and I have a gobble tube and everything else. Anyway, the biggest gobbler around will often come in to fight this decoy, because that's what he's doing. And now what I'm doing is really cool, because I'm now shooting a 410 special shotgun. This is one I've camouflaged. Look at this camouflaging that I've done. That's a camouflage thing I've done. It's a 410 with a special scope. And the thing about this 410 is that I take this shot. This is a special ninja shot. It's absolutely the most deadly shot there is in the whole world. and it's a number 9.5. Now, if you know anything about shotguns, you'll know that most turkey loads are number 5s or number 6s, because that's regular lead. But this is TSS. This is tungsten. And tungsten is way heavier than lead. So what they can do is they can make a smaller pellet, and it still has heavy density and penetration, but it's small. So they can get hundreds and hundreds of pellets into this little 410 load. And that's a little 410 shell. It's not very big, but it has as many little pellets in it as a regular 12 gauge Magnum. If you looked at a big 3-inch 12 gauge Magnum that we normally use for turkey hunting, and say a number 5 shot, this little 410 has as many 9.5 shot in it as, say, that big 12 gauge. So, you know, what you end up with is just a really fantastic combination where you can now shoot them. Okay, I had different people in. I had a guy from Virginia. I had a guy from Michigan. I had my granddaughter. I had all these different people shooting turkeys with this little gun. And here's the deal. One turkey we shot at 45 yards. That's a 410. 45 yards. Another turkey we shot at 43 yards. Another turkey we shot at 40 yards. I mean, these are long distance shots. I mean, 40 yards is normally considered about as far as you're going to ever shoot a turkey. But because of the TSS Ninja load, this is kind of a hand done deal. I mean, these Ninjas are really, really something. And they're quite expensive, $5 or $6 or so a piece. But hey, this year, I've had this gun for about a year now, and I've had a lot of different people shoot it, 5 or 6 different states, and we've shot, I think, about 10 times now, and we've gotten like 12 turkeys. This is bad. This is a really big deal. So if you really want a quality turkey hunt and a quality shotgun, whether it's a 410 or whether it's a 20 gauge, you know, whether it's a 12 gauge, this Ninja load, the TSS shot, is so much more efficient, and it gets them out to 50 and 60, 70 yards. I did a little deal for Johnny Morrison. We were doing a thing with Richard Childress. You know, Richard Childress is the race driver, and Richard was telling me he had been using this for a couple of years, and they're quite expensive. And he said, Roland, I'm killing turkey. And he has a regular big 12 gauge. He says, Roland, I'm killing turkeys out to 70 yards on every shot. Now, 70-yard turkey shot is not ever acceptable. If you ever have shot turkeys or even attempted to shot turkeys, 70 yards is taboo. I mean, it's not ever been done. People don't do that. I mean, that's not recommended, 70 yards. But Richard Childress, the race car mogul, hey, he shoots them all the time at 70 yards with the TSS load, and particularly this Ninja load. So that's really been a big deal to have that now available. It just increases our distance, almost doubles our distance, and just absolutely kills. You know, you don't want to injure or wound a turkey. That's the worst thing you could ever do. But with this load, all the turkeys that I've seen for almost a year now, the 10 or 12 turkeys that we've shot, have just killed them dead. I mean, it was lights out. It's cancel Christmas. It's really a bad deal. Well, anyway, folks, that's what happened in my world. Tomorrow I have another guide trip. We're going to go out on the Headwaters Pond, and it's probably the best place in the state to fish right now. It's just alive and well, and it's the spawning season. And I told these guys I'm fishing with, I said, not only we might catch another 8-pound bass, but I really predict we might catch a 10-pound bass. That's the goal, the big goal. So anyway, folks, thanks for watching. I really enjoy doing these YouTubes. I enjoy talking to you about the technique and the different things I do. And the update's a lot of fun. So anyway, that's what's happening in my world. Hey, hit that like button. Hit that subscribe. I'm just so happy that you're watching. We'll see you again soon.